Hello, everyone. Once again, you're welcome to another edition of this online class. Today, we'll be looking at 2015 Pan-African Mathematics Olympiad for girls. It is called PAMO. And the question says, calculate the sum of 1 over 1 plus root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 over root 3 plus root 4 plus dot, dot, dot. We keep having that until we get to 1 over root 99 plus root 100. If we have a question like this, how do we go with this question? Let's take a look at this way. The first one we have here, 1 over 1 plus root 2. We're going to rationalize this. And of course, if you're talking about rationalization, simply means you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. And what is the conjugate? If our denominator is 1 plus root 2, the conjugate will be 1 minus root 2. Okay, so meaning we're going to multiply the numerator with 1 minus root 2 and also the denominator with 1 minus root 2. We apply the same process to this, and the last one that we have here. So that is the process of rationalization. So to look at that, we have this 1 over 1 plus root 2 times 1 minus root 2 over 1 minus root 2. Like I've said, we have done rationalization here. This is the first one that we have here. Take a look at this. This is the first one. I mean, we rationalize this and the result is this. So if you rationalize this now, okay, 1 over root 2 plus root 3, the result is going to give you this. That's a process of rationalization. We have 1 over root 2 plus root 3, then times, we multiply the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator that we have here. And that's going to be root 2 minus root 3 over root 2 minus root 3. So we continue the process until we get to the last one here. The last one here is 1 over root 99 plus root 100. And if we rationalize that as well, we're going to get this result here. Now, after this, what's the next thing for us to do here? Now, let's take it one by one as well. The first one I circled here, 1 over 1 plus root 2 times 1 minus root 2 over 1 minus root 2. I'm going to multiply the numerator and the numerator here together. This denominator and denominator here, I'm going to multiply the two together. So from the numerator, if I multiply this 1 times 1 minus root 2, I am going to get 1 minus root 2 back. But look at the denominator very well. You will observe that this is a difference of 2 squared, okay? From what we have here, if I simplify this 1 plus root 2 times 1 minus root 2, I'm going to get 1 minus 2. I believe you know the process. Okay, the same thing is applicable to the second one here. 1 times root 2 minus root 3 will give us root 2 minus root 3. And the denominator, if we multiply the two denominators together, we have root 2 plus root 3 times root 2 minus root 3. Like I've said, difference of 2 squared. That's going to give us 2 minus 3, which is going to give us a negative 1. So the process continues until we get to the last one here. We're also going to multiply the numerator together, and also the denominator will multiply. So from here, what do we get? We're going to have this. The result of this, 1 times 1 minus root 2 is 1 minus root 2. And the denominator that I told you of, I said it is the difference of 2 squared. That's going to give us 1 minus 2. Then the same process is applicable here. We are going to get root 2 minus root 3 over 2 minus 3. And the process continues until we get to the last one here, which is root 99 minus root 100 over 99 minus 100. Now, another thing I want you to observe is this. Look at the denominator. You will see that the denominator here is, the result is going to give us minus 1. Because 1 minus 2 will be minus 1, okay? The denominator here also is going to give us minus 1. Here is also minus 1. Here is also what? Minus 1. And from what we have here now, if we have a negative value as the denominator, okay, the negative sign will multiply what we have at the numerator, okay? Now, that's the process of what we're going to go through now. The negative 1 we have here, we use the minus to multiply what we have at the top. Of course, this 1 is positive here. And by the time we multiply with the negative sign here, the positive 1 will change to negative. That's going to be minus 1. And the negative sign here becomes positive, which is going to be plus 2. Okay. And the same thing is applicable to this, also applicable to this, and also the last one here. So to continue with this, we're going to have this, which is the next step. Okay. We have minus 1 plus root 2, like I've said, minus root 2 plus root 3, minus root 3 plus root 4, and we get up to plus root 99 minus root 99 plus root 100. Now, if we observe this as well, we're going to see that we can actually cancel out some things, okay? And for us to be able to do that quickly, that means we'll be left with what we need, and what we really do not need, we're going to eliminate those things. So we can take away plus root 2 and minus root 2, okay? Then we have plus root 3, we go with minus root 3, then plus root 4. In between here, the next value is going to be minus root 4. So plus root 4, we cancel out with minus root 4. Here we have root 99 minus root 99. This one will go with minus root 99. And look at it now, we're left with minus 1 and square root of 100, okay? Minus 1 and square root of 100. That's what we have it. That means minus 1 plus square root of 100. And what's the square root of 100? That is 10, meaning we're going to have minus 1 plus 10, okay? And minus 1 plus 10, the final answer will come out, and that's going to be what? 9. So the answer to this question is 9. By the time we keep summing all this together, the result is going to be 9. Also, we have a shorter method of calculating the sum of what we have from the question. And how do we go about this shorter method? Okay, let's take a look at it. Short method. Okay, now the formula, just take a look at square root of n minus 1. So the n there is 100. So we input 100 in place of that n, and that's going to be square root of 100 minus 1. And what is the square root of 100? That is going to be 10. So 10 minus 1, that will give us what? 9. So the solution to this is 9. Thank you.